Now in 2011, Airbus uploaded this video called The Future by Airbus Concept Plane Cabin. Yes, they showed their concept of what a plane from 2050 could look like. Now back in 2011, that was 39 years into the future. Now it's only 30 years? And yeah, this is what they uploaded. This was quite a viral video. The rating doesn't seem to be very good, but whatever. This was pretty damn fancy, actually. Now the music was a little bit weird. I don't know who chose that music. But let's just go through the cabin. What does this cabin look like? Now there are 3 separate areas in the plane. There's the vitalizing area, there's the interaction area, and there's the smart tech area. Let's take a look at the seating area where the normal passengers sit. Here you can place your baggage and it's probably being stored there or something. And here's the passenger cabin. As you can see, the seats actually move, which is very, very interesting. Yeah, they can actually move by themselves inside of the cabin. There's also this hologram screen here, which is a little bit unrealistic maybe. Now we're taking a look at the interactive area of the plane. Inside of this interactive area, you can display a lot, you can do a lot. For example, there's also a Wii. You know, you can play golf if you want to do that. I mean, why not? You could also use this area for conferences or even as a bar. This is a very modular plane in general. Everything moves, everything can be changed. That is very interesting. Now here's the vitalizing area, which is more of a first class probably. As you can see here, everything can change as well. Airbus calls it membrane panoramic mode. Yeah, these membranes can change and actually they can make themselves see-through so that you can see through them, I guess. Yeah, this is a very interesting seat as well. It can clean itself and repair itself as well. Now this first class or whatever cabin is very amazing, and I'm pretty sure it offers a very, very, very nice view. Now, this is not the cockpit. The cockpit is actually under the passenger cabin. I'll show you that later. This is what the cabin looks like in sleep mode. You have these things. I don't think this is physically possible. I mean, I don't think you can bend glass, but that is another story. And here we have an outside view of the concept plane. It looks very interesting. Does still kind of look like an Airbus. You know, Airbus has that specific design language and you can really tell an Airbus plane. That is pretty much it, I guess. Now let's do some practical flying, am I right? Yes, we are at Innsbruck today, and let's check out the Airbus concept plane from 2050. Now this is the plane. As I already said, the cockpit is under the cabin. You couldn't see it in the video. I mean, after all, it is still a plane. It does use jet engines. It does still have wings. A plane is still a plane, and a plane is even going to be a plane in 50 years, or in 30 years, if you will. Now obviously this is not a very advanced add-on plane. The physics are not right at all because physically I don't think it would be very possible to build this airplane in real life. Also, the 3D objects in this plane are not very detailed, I would say. As you can see, this is the cockpit. We barely have some instruments and a map. I mean, obviously this plane is not very advanced. Let's actually take off and then check out the cabin, am I right? Let's do some flaps. I wonder how much runway a plane from the 2050s needs. Right, 130 knots. I don't think we will overrun, I guess. Let's try rotating. God damn it. Alright, this was very, 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 very close. But whatever, we are airborne and we are stably flying. Actually, the engines are very weirdly angled, as you can see here. But they do seem to be just normal jet engines. Now, while we are flying, let's maybe check out the cabin. Now, as we're flying in the Alps, you can get very, very nice views out of the cabin, especially the first class or whatever it is. This does feel a little bit special, especially being able to look into the skies is actually pretty damn nice. And obviously the views to the world under us is extremely, extremely amazing. Let's maybe check out the interactive area of this plane. Alright, that's what this looks like. I mean, there's no Wii in here, so that's kind of disappointing, isn't it? For some reason, the economy cabin or whatever is empty in this concept plane. I don't know why. I mean, obviously this plane is not 100% finished yet. That's kind of it. We have discovered the whole plane, kind of. Let's maybe do some test flying, I guess. Let's see if this plane can fly inverted. Actually, that's not too bad. Maybe I can try landing this plane, which might be interesting, definitely. Now, I don't know anything about the actual approach speed of this aircraft. I could imagine this plane to be extremely light. Let's actually check out the weight here. Yeah, around 80 tons, and we have quite a lot of load in here. I mean, that's heavier than a 737 or something, but this plane is most probably a lot bigger than a 737. This plane is like genuinely large. It is pretty damn light for its size, I would say. Okay, we have touched down. Let's try stopping now, which might be a challenge. Uh-oh. Oof, we are overrunning, definitely. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, never mind. We stopped in time, which is good, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of it for the plane, I guess. I mean, 30 years is actually not that long, you know, especially if you consider what planes looked like 30 years ago. You know, we pretty much had the same planes that we have today 30 years ago. You know, we still fly 737s, we still fly 747s. You know, there are still new 737s coming out with just newer cockpits and newer engines. Plane designs haven't been changing a lot. So I don't know if planes are actually gonna look like this after all in 30 years. To be honest, I'm highly doubting that. Maybe it will happen, but for this plane to actually become a thing, a lot of developments have to be made. Also, this new membrane, whatever technology has to evolve. You know, there's a lot that has to happen in these 30 years. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.